The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set up, 180. 5. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Peyton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K-Wad short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape.
Stop taking these fuck-ass sacks, Trubisky.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride.
That bullshit.
And they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run it down out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Vick readies to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and
Bears.
I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Vick. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd down, Vick. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Green Bay.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff here to tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Vick. He's going to air one out.
Give me that, bitch.
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hello? What going on?
On first down, Peyton. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
No.
Open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
All right.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter break.
That's a bet.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's
intercepted. Yeah, when you get out for O, you go to the left, yeah. Toward Fayetteville, yeah.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Packers with the football here.
You go down, you know where the Walmart at?
They've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, make that left right before the Walmart, where the BP
Packer
and all that other stuff
ready
is.
to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still
second driveway, second subdivision on your right.
Thank you.
No, third subdivision on your right. First house.
Stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Yeah.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
There he goes, left side.
Good run, boy.
Packers. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 30, 10, and
Line
all
two,
the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Say, look, got another one. Got another one.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
Oh, that one, it wasn't going to be no edge for long. That drive here was stupid.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
What's his own way?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble moving the ball in basketball, what do they do?
What?
Find a matchup,
that nigga say what, though?
Exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He finds it open.
Better not be no fucking holder.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Can't win like that, fellas.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right.
You ain't gonna even try to catch it, you fuck, nigga.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me get it.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation.
You fuck nigga, man.
Because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no, it doesn't.
This bitch bounced off the pole, G.
Bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Get my ball back, defense.
On first down, Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Vick. It's caught here by Adams.
Here, baby.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, hey, watch it. Watch it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Trubisky will throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vick. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. 66, move it, half. Short. 45 on the mark. Check, 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 check.
Vick now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Check curls. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. 58.
Vick operating on first down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming up to you.
Throwing, Vic. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
I got That's right, baby. They don't want it. Under 10. Hey, 10. 45 to the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Vic, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick steps away to his left. Looking deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
58, right over there, yeah.
To throw, Vick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Get ready.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Go. 180. 42. So we got man.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Gonna let one foot. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Championships, baby. Check safety, check safety. No. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Buddy up. 58, come on. Check. Jim. 61. Let's go. Right. 58, come on. 58.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike, 45. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Vick throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Vick to throw it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. To become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Check 45 to Mike.
Got some real estate inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk.
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's Trubisky to throw. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Looking to throw. Vick looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready? 45, Mike, 45. Check Mike, check Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, Swift, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the up. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's all over. A green.
The old days,